And Roger Hickey is on the line with me. He is the co-director of the Campaign for America's Future, CAF. The website is ourfuture.org. And Roger, welcome back to the program.
Hello, Tom. Good to talk to you. Congratulations on your book, The Crash of 2016.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Very, very important book. Everybody ought to read it.
Thank you. You guys have a conference coming up day after tomorrow. Thursday, the 22nd of May, featuring keynote speaker Elizabeth Warren on the new populism. It's here in Washington, D.C. at the Washington Court Hotel. And, of course, people, for information, they can just go over to ourfuture.org. Why the new populism? Tell me what this is all about.
Well, as Elizabeth Warren says in her book and all over the country these days, the problem that people are starting to feel is that the rules of the game, especially of the economy in America, have been rigged. They've been rigged in favor of the big guys. And traditionally, as you show in your book, every once in a while we have a big coming together of the people against the big guys. And for a while we have a populist movement that reorganizes power in America. We've done that several times in our history, and it's about time for a new populist movement that unrigs the rules, that puts the focus on an economy that works for working people, and that's what we're talking about at this conference on the 22nd, and that's what people are already working on building all over the country. We're going to have people from lots of different areas talking about how we're building a movement, a new populist movement.
That's spectacular. We had Ralph Nader on a couple days ago. He's got a new book out called Unstoppable. And his point is that there are 27 different, if I'm remembering right, maybe it was 29, but I think it's 27 different topics where, for example, money in politics, where libertarians and Tea Partiers and Occupy movement and progressive Democrats all agree. It skips the left-right frame entirely,
right.
Purely populist frame, and that there are a bunch of these things, and there's enough of them now, and people are PO'd enough now that it's not even necessary to say, hey, we need to go conservative or we need to go progressive. We need to go populist. We need to go, and most people don't understand that word, but we just need to acknowledge what the American people want, and they're fed up with the corruption of our political system. They're fed up with billionaires owning our political system. Their eyes roll when they see people go out to Shelley Adelson to kiss his ring so that he'll give them millions of dollars and launch their presidential campaigns. I mean, just as a beginning, the net neutrality, they're seeing all these big internet companies getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and yet they still can't get a customer service representative on the phone. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Yep, and especially in the area of the economy.
Yeah,
I want all of your listeners to turn to populistmajority.org, populistmajority.org. It's a new website we put together. And it shows that it's not just the left, it's not just the liberals who want to invest in good jobs and achieve full employment. We want to ensure that everybody who works full-time should not be in poverty. Vast numbers of Americans agree with that we ought to raise wages. The breaking up the banks that are too big to fail is a good idea, and we're going to have Sherrod Brown talking about his bill at the conference, that we should increase Social Security instead of cutting Social Security. All of these things, that we ought to tax the wealthy and the big corporations instead of the little guys, all of these things are supported by the vast majority of Americans, no matter what they call themselves. And we just need some political leadership, and we need some political organizing to goose them along to transform this country and make it work for average working people.
And since 2008, I've been saying this about the Tea Party, that this is, even though it originally was started, I mean, as you well know, it was originally started back in the 80s by the tobacco industry as the People's Tea Party to protest government regulation of tobacco. Right. I want to have the right to smoke, especially in public, or especially in my office. And it never really went anywhere, but they picked up the identical infrastructure. I mean, literally the same people, the same think tanks, the same offices, the same trademark of the brand and everything, the websites. They picked it up and reinvented it by some very, very wealthy people. But the vast majority of the people who showed up at Tea Party events, like here in Washington, D.C., and I'd go out and talk to these people, and they weren't, they were partisan to the extent that they watched too much Fox News, but this is really a populist movement, and they know they're being screwed. They may not know who is screwing them. They may not be politically sophisticated, but I think that the reason why this 30 million man march on Washington, D.C., Sue is visiting us from the UK this week. She runs our chat room and does our newsletter and things. And she walked over there this morning and said hi to them. There was like 8 guys, Mm-hmm. I mean, they're occupying the mall for a week. Yep. And it's supposed to be 30 million people. They're very upset with Glenn Beck that he didn't deliver. But the reason I think that, there's nobody showing up anymore is because it's lost its populist focus. This march was supposed to be about throw Obama out of office. Well, populists don't care about that. They care about pocketbook issues.
Yeah, exactly. And, we've got we've got a whole lot of disgruntled people. By and large, neither party is speaking to their interests, and that's why our view is that we've got to get together and organize. We've got to build a movement around raising wages, full employment, breaking up the banks, protecting Social Security, college education for everybody for free. Those kind of things unite the vast majority of Americans. And, if our politicians would only get over the fact that they've got to challenge the powers that be, the powers that finance our elections, we can get some things changed.
I agree. And to paraphrase...
I encourage people to come over to ourfuture.org. It's also going to be on C-SPAN. It's also going to be on the Nation magazine website. And you'll hear more about it as after the conference as well.
Great. Ourfuture.org and populistmajority.org. Roger Hickey. Roger, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Tom.